Hello everybody, Overquake here, playing Farming Simulator 2013. I have done two things since the last episode. I've gone ahead and I've filled this bunker up enough to go ahead and blanket it. It's almost done now. It's fermenting 99% complete right at this moment. So that's nearly done, and we'll have some silage. The second thing I've done is I have done mowing missions. I've done lots of mowing missions. I've made over 924,000 in mowing missions so far. I've just gone ahead. Yesterday I went and just put the game on missions every 2 minutes and watched some Netflix, and every time a mowing mission came up I went ahead and completed that. So now we have nearly $1 million in capital right now, and then we're going to be able to get some desperately needed equipment to get this operation really going. I'm really hoping that this got us the capital that we needed to be able to get some of the really heavy work done. Go ahead and set this to barley. And I'm going to go ahead and get started here with the field on its next harvest so that we can go ahead and get that seeded. And make sure this guy isn't in the way here. Won't need him for quite some time, so let's go park him around the corner here. Get the barley planted. Should be able to do some... We're going to do some buying this episode. Definitely going to be buying some equipment. Definitely. I wouldn't mind. I want this to go ahead and finish up. It's nearly done. 1% left. Nearly done. Mowing missions are definitely the most time-efficient way to get some capital infused into your farm very, very quickly. Definitely recommend doing as many of those as you can stand. It isn't the most fun activity, but it hopefully will pay off this episode once we are able to get the equipment we really want. Being this close to $1 million, what I'm kind of doing here is I'm waiting for one more mowing mission to pop up randomly, just because I can't imagine we'll be this close to $1 million for quite some time now. So what I really want to do is go ahead and do one more mission, just for that nice even 1 million mark. We're almost too close to almost too close not to go ahead and get to 1 million. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pause the video here and wait for one more mission to come up. Hopefully that'll be my last mowing mission we need. I'll be right back. Once we hit this landmark, then we'll be able to start buying the equipment that we really want. Alright, I'll be right back. Well, we went ahead and got our last mowing mission we needed. It did end up taking me two. I did one mowing mission off screen, and that particular one was the drive-in, and it got me to 996,000. So this baseball field mission will be the last one I'll need to do to hit the $1 million mark. And I just wanted to talk about the experience of doing those. I didn't count how many missions I had to do to get us up to this point. I had, you look at the past episode, I only had, I think, 61,000 at that point, and now we're at 996. I pulled out the calculator. It seems like it was somewhere between 40 and 50 missions to accomplish this. A lot of that depends on which missions I got, and I really didn't keep track. Like I said, I turned on Netflix and watched some movies with my wife and just had the laptop sitting there with me. Went ahead and every time a mission popped up, I would deny it if it was a front loader mission, or I would go ahead and do it if it was a mowing mission. I didn't really, like I said, I didn't really keep track of how many I finished, but it was a lot. It was over the course of it took a few movies worth every 2 minutes having a mission pop up. It was, I wouldn't want to do it again. I'm not saying I wouldn't do it again, but it felt more like work than a game. I did not like it. But what I do like is the flexibility this now gives us. This allows us to get this allows us to get all of the equipment we needed to get the cow production running at a full 100%. It also lets us get out of debt. Our first $100,000 loan, we can repay that. And it lets us get most of the equipment that we would really want. I don't know that it will really let us get any duplicate equipment we need. I don't know. We'll have to take a look at that. There are definitely some pieces of equipment that it would be beneficial to have two of. I'm not sure that we, with just our first million, will be able to get there. I also did look at the possibility of getting a wind turbine that will give us a lot of income per hour. I've definitely decided not to go that route right now. We have too much equipment we need to get to consider something like that. Yeah, it'd be nice to have. I am considering, though, the next step down. I am considering the solar energy collectors. Those are definitely in the realm of possibility if we have any cash left over after getting the equipment that we desperately need. That's definitely a possibility. I'm not ruling that out at all. As far as passive income goes, just some hourly income to offset any vehicle maintenance fees that we have to look at. Any of those, that's definitely a possibility. And maybe a solar collector will get us above that. I haven't even looked at what our current vehicle maintenance daily fees are, but we'll be taking a look at all of that this episode. I'm wrapping up this mission here. I did want... Typically, I've been doing these mowing missions off-screen, but a part of me really hopes this is the very last one that I will ever do, and this is a pretty significant one. This is the mission that will take us over 1 million. I'm pretty excited about that. There was a lot of mowing in circles in order to get to this point, and pretty proud of it. If you're playing your own game, that's up to you whether you want to do mowing missions that religiously in order to get yourself some good starting capital, but I decided to do it, and I'm glad I did. We're going to be able to go on a little shopping spree, and that's going to be nice. Pretty excited about that. Going to be able to get some harvesters and things that we normally would not. Excellent. Got a Steam achievement, and our balance sheet now shows Our cash right now shows 1,021,800 and a couple as it's falling. Good. Just to show you the finance screen, here's the breakdown of the missions that have been done over the past couple of days. What time, in-game time is it? 4:50. Okay. I'm going to wage payments of 5,000 a day, about vehicle running costs. Yesterday it was 1,100. So you'd need 6,200 a day to be able to offset all of those without any other income. We'll see. First thing I'm going to do is spend 100,000 and take us out of debt. There we go. That should get rid of this 280 in interest we've been paying every day. Just go ahead and stop doing that. Oh, and excellent! The silage is done. Okay. Great. Oh, let's not do anything with that yet. We do not currently own... Alright, we have this front loader. We've got the dude's front loader, and the only attachment we have for it right now is the pallet fork. I do know that we're going to need the bale fork and the silage fork for it. So let's go ahead and pick those up. Bale fork, silage fork. Excellent. We're still at over 900,000. Doing great. You know, I can shut those off. That's exciting. Go and shut those missions off. Harvester. We were looking at this case, 7130 for 235,000. The upgrade holds even more, 12,000. Ooh, now that one's a possibility, isn't it? Wow, 330 would give us even bigger tank capacity. I don't know. Okay, let's leave that decision for a minute. Let's keep shopping. I do know I would love this horse drill where we can skip the cultivation. So right here, this seeder directly cultivates the ground before seeding, which increases the efficiency. So this is something I definitely want to look at. The seeder we're using right now is 2.1 meters, and it requires a cultivator to go over first. This one can skip that step, and we can still mount it on the back with our fertilizer up front, and go ahead and this will directly replace our Amazon right here. Let's pick that up. We already have a windrower, but we do not have a tedder. 17 meters, 13 meters. I think I'm going to go with this medium tedder. Go with the Portinger instead of the Coon. Let's pick up that tedder. We need a round baler. This round baler is going to get us the hay bales we need to put into our to make our total mixed rations. Let's pick that up. Here we go. Coon, SPZ, Comfort 12. This is going to make our total mixed rations. This is going to be excellent. Oh, That makes me wonder if I even needed that silage fork. I'm not sure anymore. I still wish I knew what this was. Transporting this stuff, 34,000. I still wish I knew what that. 34,000. Nope. No idea. Okay. And that still leaves us 600,000, doesn't it? That will get us the ability to get the largest. It's right here. The larger case harvester. And it should still leave us with a little bit of money to go ahead and pick up another field as well. Okay. We just spent a lot of money. Okay. Look at all this. Here's our recent purchases. Here's our case harvester. Oh, what is that? That is kind of amazing. Chopper on and off. We need to pick up a header for it, don't we? Here's the cutter we need. Here's the smaller cutter. Let's go big on this one. Pick up the header. And then we can always add a corn header to that if we want to. Wow, that's really quite gigantic. Oh my goodness. Does that come with a... Wow. Pretty impressive. It's like it comes on a trailer. Play around with that. That's pretty neat. Here's our... I've never been in the case 9230, so I definitely have some questions on how this is going to work. We'll try that out. Alright, now we've got our mixing wagon. It lets us use that to grab some silage. Nice, okay. We can turn it on. Okay. Next we picked up our round baler. That's going to be very good. We've got our tedder here. Our seed drill, seeder, horse, and then the 2 new forks we picked up. Alright, so this is going to take me a few minutes to get all of these guys in their correct place. I'm going to take everything to where I need it. This guy I'm going to take to the cows. I'll take the harvester to the main farm. The baler I'm gonna need the baler down by the farm area as well as the tedder. Okay, the seed drill can go to the main farm area, and both of those forks will need to go down with the front loader. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of that off screen. It's just gonna be a lot of me driving around, taking these guys to their right spots. And once I've got all of this sorted out, I will be right back and we'll start using them. Okay, welcome back. Now all of the new equipment we just purchased is all found its new home. I hope I've got everything in the right spot now. Next we're going to go ahead and pick up, I think, 2 fields here. The first field I would really like to have is right here down by the cow pasture. There's this small but just about perfect size field right here. This is field 20. Down here just at the south end, middle of the map. It only costs 50,400, and we're going to go ahead and buy it. We're going to turn this into grass, and that's going to be really useful. Just a perfect location right next to the cows. Here we still got our seeding going on. Got our new harvester lined up, ready to go. Pick all this up. Just a few more rows left there. I'll go ahead and jump out here. Take a walk past our silos and pick up, I think what we can afford is number 10 up here. I think the others are just a little too expensive for us right this second. So we're going to pick up field 10 here. Probably plant wheat in it. And then we'll have 2 different crops going. That should be beneficial to us once to maximize the different crops we've got going, so that if great demand comes along, we can take advantage of that. So we'll go ahead and buy field 10 right here. And that cost 117,000. And very good. Now we're down to about a little less than we started with. just under 45,000. Okay. So now we've got 2 fields we want to sow after this one's completed. So while this one's going, we can take a look at the map here again. The new seeder we've got is right here, and we'll still have the old seeder up at field 16, and that one's just finishing up. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is grab that seeder once it finishes, and we'll take it down to field 20 and plant grass there. Then I'm hoping we can get two fields going all at the same time. While that's going, it's finishing up. Let's take a look at cows. We want some more cows. Money's a little low right now, so I'm gonna bring it up to 10, but stop there. That'll give us a start. 10 cows. Okay. I need just a little more prep work. Guy's still seeding these last few rows. Borrow. Yep, borrow. Once he finishes the last few, we'll be able to do grass. I don't really see a point in stopping him with only a little bit left to go. So what we're probably going to do is let him finish sowing this. We'll be able to take it over from there. I really want that seeder. It's currently right there. If we can take this seeder and use it just to plant grass down on field 20, then I think that'll be the best use. The new seeder we just bought, the one that doesn't require a cultivator, it's also a little wider than this one, so it makes more sense to take this one down to the small field on 20 to plant grass there, and to use the new larger one on field 10, which is considerably larger field, so we'll want to do that. One of the things, I think I've talked about this before, about this setup that I like is having the fertilizer on the front while you've got the hired worker. You can just turn on the fertilizer, and the whole time he's going up and down the rows, it's fertilizing for you. It's pretty inefficient. It definitely wastes some fertilizer, but it's much more time efficient than going back and refertilizing yourself. And of course, fertilizing is essential in this game because it doubles your production for that field. So we definitely need to do it, and rather than having to go and do the fertilizing ourselves, I like to use the hired worker here when we can. Just a few more rows left here, and we can rearrange the seeders and plant both of our new fields. I'm going to let him go ahead and finish these last 2-3 rows, and we will start our second and third fields, which is definitely a wonderful thing to be able to say now that we are no longer just limited to our one field that we used to have, the field 16 that we started with. I'll go ahead and take another short break here while he finishes this up, and then we will seed 2 more fields. Welcome back. We've finished field 16. It's now completely seeded, and we don't have to worry about him anymore. Just let that barley grow. I'm going to drop off this seeder here and go pick up the new one. I've left it right here in the central area here of the farm. Go pick this up and start seeding field 10. And yeah, I'm going to leave this wheat. I definitely want some... I don't know if I need... No, I don't particularly want canola at this point right now. I think I want to leave it wheat. Yep, we'll start with wheat. I'm probably going to just rotate my crops around. If we have when we need money, we're just going to sell the crops as needed. If we run into situations where our money's doing okay, I do like to leave some crops just in these silos, just waiting till there's a great demand so that we can get a better price for them. We'll have to play that as as it comes, because there's definitely going to be times where we just need to sell it just to make it. Okay, let's get our first field started. Field 10 here. Go ahead and make sure it's set on wheat. Good. Hire a worker. Good. And go ahead and start fertilizing. Gonna get the front loader. driving backwards, pick up the old seeder. Very good. And let's go ahead and take this down. We're going to change this to grass. We're going to take it down to field 20 and start our grass field. This is going to, I'm hoping this gives us plenty of grass for our cows, because we need two forms of grass. We need grass turned into silage, and we also need the grass gone over with the tedder to make hay. So we're definitely going to go through a lot of grass. So it's going to be nice to go ahead and have a field planted full of it. It should give us more than we need. Okay, let's go ahead and start planting some grass here. There it goes. Okay. Great. Well, we've done quite a bit of expansion this episode. Picked up a whole bunch of equipment. Got 2 new fields. Now we're starting to use those fields. We've got seeds going down. We've got grass seed going down here. We've got the wheat going on field 10. Field 16 is growing with barley on it right now. We've picked up an additional 9 cows to bring it up to 10. Our next step is going to be to grow this grass while we're growing the other fields. Go ahead and complete some harvests. Turn this grass into silage and hay. Okay, this was probably the most productive episodes I've had, and I'm really excited to see that $1 million mark. That was quite a joy. I hope you enjoyed that part too. That took a lot of work to go ahead and get up to that million, but look at all the things we were able to do with that million, and of course it's all gone now. So what we've got to do now is we've got to get some harvest in, get our cow production up, and use this money for good and to get a good return on this investment. I hope everybody enjoyed this episode of Farming Simulator 2013. My name's Overquake. I hope everybody has a great day. Thank you for watching.